You can get, you can lose it. It's not good.
Oh no, I don't want to lose anything. No, no.
Heaven and earth shall pass away. Oh yes.
Wow. Heaven and earth shall pass away. And
But only my word shall remain. Vibration. Bach.
vibration word.
Bach.
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 What is Bach?
Bach is the basis for Saraswati, goddess of learning. Voice Bach.
Saraswati.
Yeah, well,
Goddess.
when we
Are
going
we?
to do one of these?
Oh, right. Can we start? Oh, okay, sorry.
What?
Just
Start
without you.
We started without you.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now what?
Bach.
Bach,
Saraswati.
Bach. Part of nada, sound, learning is through hearing and seeing. It's the spoken word. Saraswati, she plays the Veena, goddess of learning. Wife of Brahma.
Life of Brahma.
Wife
of Brahma.
Brahma.
Saraswati, goddess of learning.
Saraswati.
Okay, Saraswati.
And I probably messed it up real good. My Sanskrit stinks.
Mine doesn't exist hardly, so. Goddess of learning.
Yeah.
What does learning play, if it all is now? What's learning?
In dealing with this environment and dealing with this world and bringing yourself back to God.
Learning
Yeah, yeah.
is a part of that. Like the
Yes.
cycle of the tree, the Brazil nut tree. It's a part of the cycle to get us back to
ooh,
God.
I like that, yes. I wouldn't have said that, but it fits, yes.
I said, well, it fits.
It fits very nicely.
So each part
But
plays.
don't make parts.
No parts.
It's just a flow.
The flow.
Yeah. If you separate it and you deal with it, Eastern and Western mind.
Right.
Western mind sees a flower, digs it up, dissects it, cuts it all apart, puts the petals here, puts the pistils here, dissects the stem, sees the flow of liquids in it, dissects the roots. Just massacred a pretty flower. Eastern mind, a flower, holds it in his heart and takes it with him and leaves it for the next person.
Well,
Well,
I felt as you were saying it, I felt it. But
Yeah.
when you were talking about the Western mind, my mind's going all these places and putting the test tubes and all this other
Yeah.
stuff, and then when you give the Eastern, it's just.
yeah. In the East, you'll find that most people that stand out tend to get knocked down because it seems very cruel from our perspective, but it's to keep their ego at bay. And so the collective is better off without egotistical people throwing monkey wrenches into it. Where in our society, we're on a games kind of mentality. Yeah. You win and you walk all over everybody to get to the top, and once you're at the top, it's kind of lonely up there. The majority of the people lose, one person wins. That sucks.
Oh, such a big time. I've always been there.
And that's the way we raise our children in this country. Sports, you know.
Oh, I know. It just makes
To
me
win.
crazy. To win. And that's Maya.
Yeah, yeah. And the beloved Holy Mother showed me all of this by making my mom a thief.
Your mother?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'd play Monopoly and she'd be the banker and she always stole money.
You were
And
growing
I would
up?
catch her and I'd tell her this isn't fair and she'd go, I'm the banker. I was raised a Republican, a good Republican, and
You?
came up. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember buying my aunt this fake diamond brooch of an elephant once during one of the election cycles. I was very proud being a Republican, and then I found out what we stood for, and I got sick. Just the way I got sick when I found out my favorite food, veal, was a tortured little cow.
Oh.
So I became a Democrat, and I was happy being a Democrat, and then I found out they sucked too. They didn't seem to suck as much as the Republicans, and it was during the time of Johnson, and it was like, you know, the lesser of two evils, and that's all I've ever seen is the lesser of two evils, running for office. And it always showed me that here Lucifer rules. Demons rule the earth.
Here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Demonic forces. Cruel people have all the money.
Really?
Yeah, and they run the planet.
And so we are just, again, back to the Brazil nut in the tree. We're just part of the process for the cruel people on the planet.
And seeing that all the wealth is manifested in very few, and the majority of the planet has been subservient to them since the beginning of time, people try to break this cycle. And if you don't see it that way, you can see it that every living thing on this planet is on somebody else's dinner table. It's a very cruel place. It's not Miami Beach everywhere.
I'm getting that. Okay.
And these things that occur to us, and this growing of the mind, this is Saraswati, this is learning. This is learning. Ah, I'm in a world, I'll change it. And then you drive yourself crazy for years trying to change it and find out you're running up against a bunch of corrupt politicians that if you don't butter their palms, you're not going to get anywhere. And then you sit there befuddled and you go, ah, you created this mess, you deal with it. I'm holding on to your feet, I give up. And that's what I did.
I give up.
I give up. You created it, I love you. Everything else makes no sense to me. And
Oh, life makes no sense to me.
and then by extreme love and devotion to God, was led to this guy, and he led me to me. And the same way with Kriyananda. Kriyananda gave me me. He taught me to think.
The same way
The
with
great
you're
teachers,
doing
they
for me.
give the person to themselves. They free them from all the malarkey and show them their shackles, and then leave it up to them what they're going to do.
And the shackles is Maya.
Yeah,
Everything.
and with these tools, you can either become a captain of industry and do very well and become very wealthy, or you can become a very saintly person. The choice is yours, once you know how to handle it.
You could become a captain of industry?
Oh, yeah.
An enlightened person can become a captain of industry?
No, I didn't say that. I said you could either be an enlightened person
Or become a captain of industry.
You can either be angel or devil. You cannot be a devil on the weekends, but, oh, I'm going to church, but I have this brothel here, and it's kind of fun, so we're only going to do this 2 times a week. Yes, no, we can't do that. One team or the other.
One team or the other.
But most of us are in the middle going, I don't know which side. I like that side, I don't like that side, I don't know what I know. That's the average human being. They're not evil, they're not good, they're just...
And as you go through your life, how do you deal with all these things? Because, I mean, you're in the body.
I don't do anything.
What if a desire pops up for you?
That's tough.
Tough, because...
It's tough. Desire. Who's having this desire? I am. What does it benefit me? Not much. Who am I? That's better. If something I want fulfills itself, well and good. If something doesn't fulfill himself, well and good.
Fulfills itself, meaning the desire.
Yeah, you know, if you get what you want, fine. If you don't get what you want, fine. Equanimity, equal feeling towards both.
Wow. Because most people don't get satisfied unless they desire.
I can give it on a very materialistic level.
Yes.
A handful of gold, a handful of dung. Which is more valuable?
All depends on the perspective.
Yeah, the perspective. The majority's perspective is the gold is.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you're out on a desert island and you got a pile of gold and a pile of dung. What's more important?
Dung.
The dung. Yeah, you can grow something with the dung.
Grow something with the dung.
But then when you get spiritual, you got the dung and you got the gold and you go, okay.
Okay.
That's where
Both of them.
That's it. That's it. That's the state of grace. Bishop Fulton J. Sheen always said, you know, grace is the fulcrum. Good on one side, evil on other. Don't go to good. Go to the middle and balance there. And that's God's grace, and He'll take you wherever you want to go. That's where everybody is already. All they have to do is hold on to God's feet, and off we go. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain.
That I believe, or whatever it is. It's that
Yeah.
thing's been implanted in here
Yeah.
since I was about 6 years old.
And
Didn't
I'm
know
saying,
exactly what it
why do
meant.
you want to move the mountain?
It's too heavy. It's
No, it's to show off.
That's one of the beauties of getting older. I'm finding out and discovering is you just care less and less about moving the mountain. And you just sort of want your days to, be easy.
Oh,
hopefully.
You still want them.
Oh man, it's the want, right?
Yeah. You're always good at selling yourself a false bill of goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want this, you want that, yeah. Even wanting something to be good is possible.
Just as bad as wanting something bad, actually.
Really? Because, you're upset, never mind. Well, go ahead.
No, you see children suffering, you want to help them. You try to collect a bunch of money for them, and fat cats out on off the money, and the kids are still starving.
That's true.
Just the other day, bring home dogs from Afghanistan and Iraq that have been mistreated, and the woman runs off with millions of dollars and no dogs come. Tug at people's heartstrings and you get rich and they're still miserable. Nobody gets help. Welcome to the 20th century. Oh, 21st!
21st century.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
It's been that way since the beginning of time, though.
How about that?
There really isn't any changes, is there? We just dress them up in different fashions and styles. The same thing's been going on forever. Probably.
Probably.
Far out. Thank you. Come back and see us again. We will return. Thank you.
We ran out of time.